Hi dear students, in the previous chapter we have learned matter, and now the new chapter we are going to start today, that is physical quantities and measurement. In this chapter we will just do today the introduction only. Okay. Because in the previous part we have already discussed the question answer of matter. So here we have to just give a quick introduction of it. Physical quantity. See, in a previous chapter we have learned about matter, states of matter, and we know all the matters are there around ourselves. Okay. So these matters which are around ourselves, we have to learn about it. We have to know which law it follows, by which principle it goes, by which principle it moves, and this law we have studied in physics. So physics is nothing but the study of law of nature, and in this nature what is there? The matters are there, solid, liquid, gas, everything there in our nature. Okay, apart from matter nothing is there in the nature. Okay, all the things around ourselves, these are matter. Now the question has come, to learn the law of nature we have to know some language. See, whenever we have to learn a new story, it may be a story in English, it may be a story in Bengali, you have to learn the language first, na? Otherwise how you can able to understand the story. So here this language is physical quantity. We can say that it is the language of nature to find the law of it. Now if I write it there in exam, it is the law of nature, it is the language of law of nature, we will get a big 0. It is for your knowledge only. But what is physical quantity? Physical quantity means the substance which can be measured physically by some direct or indirect process is known as physical quantities. What is it? The substances which can be measured physically by some direct or indirect process is known as physical quantities. Anything around us which can be measured, that is known as a physical quantity. Now you can ask, anything, sir? I am telling anything, any physical substance which can be measured physically. Then you can say, sir, physically means, if I am talking about the line, what the thing we can measure from here? I can measure length of this line, right? If I am having a scale, by the scale I can able to measure the length of the scale, length of the line, whatever I have drawn. Assume if this pen is given to us, so by the help of scale I can able to measure the length of this pen also. Okay, apart from this, if I am having a general beam balance means what we have seen in our grocery shops. Some nowadays there are electric machines also. Okay, so you just put the object on the machine, you will can able to measure the mass of it, mass of a substance. So we can measure length of a line, we can measure mass of a substance. Now how much time is there? You can say, okay, we have to see the clock or we have to see the watch. Time is also measured. So mass, length, time, this kind of quantities can be measured. So all these quantities are known as physical quantities. So the things I have told just now, if I am talking about, we are just talking about matter now, solid, liquid, gas. So any solid if I have taken, so these are also solid, these pens. So we can able to measure the length of that solid substance, we can able to measure the mass of the solid substance, we can able to measure the volume of the solid substance, we can able to measure the volume of the gaseous substance, we can able to measure the volume of the liquid substance. All that things we can be measured, that is volume, length, mass, area, time, everything is known as a physical quantity. Okay, this is known as physical quantity. So the first part of the title we have learned what is a physical quantity. Now the next thing, measurement. Let's see how we can able to measure. So our next target is to learn what is measurement and how we can able to measure it. Measurement. What is measurement? If I am going by the definition, it is told it is a comparison with a standard physical quantity to a same kind of quantity given to us. Now you can say, sir, what the things you have written? We have not understood what is written. I'll make you understand what it is written. It is a comparison with a standard physical quantity to a same kind of physical quantity given to us. So name a physical quantity. I am taking a physical quantity which is easier for you, that is length. Okay, you have to measure the length of which? I have told you can able to see the board. Okay, I want to measure the length of the board. Now how we have to measure it? I am not having a scale. So it is told to you that see, the pen is with you. This pen is your scale. Okay, so the length of this pen is standard. So using the pen, you have to measure the length of the board. Now you can say, okay sir, I will try. We have to start from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. Okay, so we can say if you give me this pen as a standard thing, so we can say the length of board is equals to 10 into 10, no, how many times we have taken? 8. 8 into length of pen. And this length of pen, it is taken as a standard physical quantity. This is a standard physical quantity. And the length of the board we have to measure. So that is same kind of physical quantity. Okay, and we have measured that length of board is equals to 8 times of length of pen. Measurement is done. Okay, so measurement is nothing but the comparison. One thing is given to you and it is told that it is a standard value, and using that you have to measure the length. But the quantity should be same. If it is told the length of the pen is standard, it is given to you, and by using the pen you have to measure the mass of the board. Can you able to measure? No, because here the standard value we have taken, that is this length. Okay, and we can able to measure the length by it, not the mass. Okay, so this is known as measurement. And this standard physical quantity, generally we have taken this standard physical quantity. This standard physical quantity is known as unit. The standard physical quantity is known as a unit. Okay, so whatever we are talking about the unit now, many units we have learned earlier, centimeter, meter, whenever we are talking about mass, kg, okay, gram, second, okay, so these all are units. So these all are having a standard value. So whenever I have read or we have learned that the length of a substance is 10 centimeter, that means centimeter, it is a standard value, and 10 times of its standard value equal to the length of the object, whatever we want to measure. Okay, so here it is the process of measurement, and generally it is written in this way, that measurement of a substance, which we denote it by Q. Measurement of a substance, if we denote it by Q, that is equals to N into U, where N is the magnitude and U is the unit. Now many of you are thinking and started writing in WhatsApp, sir, what is magnitude? You just try to ask me. Before that I am telling, magnitude is nothing but the value. Here we have written the length of the board equals to 8 into length of the pen. Here this length of the pen is the unit, because the length of the pen I have taken, it is standard one, and 8, this is a number, that is the magnitude. That is the magnitude, that much times of the length of the pen if you take, then you will get the length of the board. That is the way we have measured. Okay, that is the way we have measured. Now one thing, it is just coming to your mind, that standard physical quantity. Now you can ask, anything I can taking as a standard physical quantity, and by that you have measured. You have taken pen, you can take any another substance, just like here this paper, I have to take this paper as a standard quantity. Is it? Earlier, if I am talking about the whole world, people generally take their own standard physical quantity. Meaning, assume if I am the king of this place, I have taken, this is the standard length, and all the measurement should be done for the length by using this length. Maybe in another place, another king has decided some another standard thing as a unit, and for that time earlier, there is very problem for the people, those who are going by here to there. So they are in different places, different unit has come. Okay, now you can be asked that what should be the characteristics of unit so that it can be known as a good unit. That thing we have to see, that whenever we have to take a standard quantity, what things we have to keep it in our mind. That is characteristics of unit. Okay, characteristics of unit. Let's see. I think this part is very easier for you. Characteristics of unit. What are the characteristics there? What are the important characteristics? Number one, it should be convenient in size, or otherwise you can say convenient, that is a new word, You can say it is standard. It is common for you. Standard in size. Why? What is the standard thing? That means, assume I have taken this pen, I have told earlier, as a standard unit or a constant quantity. Someone is taking this one. It is a standard quantity or standard length. But if you see, if you compare these two, to measure the length by pen, it is more easier rather than to measure the length by this one. That size is not convenient. See, it is not proper. So anything, whatever I think, as I am the king of this place, whatever the things I will take, that should be the unit. It is not right. There should be a property that it should be standard. Okay. Number 2, it's a very common thing. It is acceptable by all. That should be acceptable by all. Okay. Whatever the quantity I have taken as a standard unit, the standard value, everybody should accept it. Assume I have taken this one, you have taken another one, any another will take another one. So it is not a thing. It is not a right thing to measure something. So whatever the things we have taken, that should be acceptable by all. Number 3, it is reproducible. Okay, what is reproducible? Reproducible means it can be easily changed from one system to another system. Just like I have given an example. We have read earlier, 1 meter equals to 100 centimeter is equals to 1000 millimeter. Okay, in another word, here we have to see 0.001 kilometer. So this is called reproducible. It can reproduce another unit. So one unit can reproduce another unit. That is also one property of the unit. Okay. And number 4, it shouldn't change with time and space. Why it is written it shouldn't change? Assume I have taken this much of ice. We have just read now, change in state of matter. Assume then I have this much length of ice as a standard thing, and I have taken it and going to assume in Thought, Rajasthan, and there I have taken it from the bag and just I want to measure the length and see nothing is there. The bag is wet. Why it is happening? Because whenever I have taken to another space, it is melted. So that means what unit or what standard thing I have taken, that should be same for different time and different place. If you have taken one substance, it is rusting. Assume it's the iron rod you have taken as a standard thing, and for after 1000 years, as there are rust, the length is decreased, or the rust is coming up, or the length is increased. So it shouldn't be a convenient thing for time and space. So these are the characteristics of unit. Whenever we have to measure or we have to take a standard unit, we have to remember that this characteristics should be followed. Now, whenever we are talking about unit, I have told in the world there are several places different standard quantities had been taken, and that's why there are different unit systems are there. But later you can say after industrial revolution, I think you will read it in history. So after industrial revolution, it is taken that there will be only standard 3 unit system in whole world. Apart from that, earlier there are several unit system. Earlier, in wherever we live now, there are also this type of units and measurements. Whenever you go into market, you have told we need 500 gram of sugar, or 2 kg of some vegetables. That earlier is this measurement is not there. We are using now money, rupee. That time it is kodi, noya. So another systems are there which has been changed. Whatever. So that discussion we'll do whenever the school get open. So here you have to learn system of units. So I have told already there are several unit systems are there, but by standard we have taken 3 unit system. One is known as CGS, another one is known as MKS, and another one is known as FPS. These 3 unit systems are taken. Okay, so CGS, what does it mean? By which the name has come? This CGS system, it is known as French system. It is developed by the French people. From where the CGS name has come? Nothing but it is simply coming by the 3 standard physical quantity: length, mass and time, with the unit of them. In CGS, the unit of length is centimeter, the unit of mass is gram, okay, and unit of time is second, CGS. That's why the name of the unit system is CGS. Here, MKS, the length unit is meter, kg, that is kilogram, mass, and time is measured in second. MKS. That MKS system is developed in Latin America. That is called a Latin system. FPS, that is a British system where we have used feet as a length. Okay. For mass, pound, whose sign is LB, and time is second. FPS. These 3 units are, or unit systems are, taking as a standard unit system. Okay, till now you see our measurement, all the measurement is done by these units. Okay, so these are the system of units, and these are coming by the unit of length, mass and time. Okay, so this is the system of units we have learned. But nowadays, these 3 system of units are also not used. Okay, they have just for physical measurements, these units have been combined and making one standard unit, that is called System of International Unit, and that is known as SI. That unit is known as SI. And what is the unit of length here? For SI, the unit of length is meter, unit of mass is kg, and unit of time is second. Now you can say, it is sir MKS. What we have done in MKS, the same thing is there in SI. Yes. Yes, my dear friends, it is right. We have taken the MKS system mostly, but here we have shown only 3 units. But apart from these 3 in SI system, more 4 units are there, and that you have learned in class 9. Okay, so up to this you have to read, you have to understand, and rest of the thing we will learn in the next day. Okay, thank you very much.